I'm gonna automate the theater over here. Let's just make sure everyone that matters to me in Greece is attached to the Greek theater headquarters. Let's create a line over here. Eight divisions assigned to these. This guy is already quite good. Go fetch that. Right away. Yeah, let's focus on Greece. There's no point for me to worry about Persia now. If I see them idle, basically it's because I need to restart the game. They're not very effective, quite the opposite. They're very derpy. But they should at the very least be trying to move. If they don't, it might require a restart. Okay, finally, the damn Greeks capitulated. I have nothing against the Greeks in real life, by the way. I'm just speaking in game. They've been very annoying. Did we actually manage to kill someone with some ships? Probably not. Oh, these guys are still here. What the hell? I told you to... So I'm telling them to come here. They say yes. Then they don't move. Whatever, game. Okay, let's bring the Navy over here, fix the issue with regard to some fleets being deployed somewhere else. Come on, give me another nuke. We have almost 100 factories, which is interesting, to say the least. Are you moving? I'm being force-striked. How on earth do you have the range? Oh, from Dublin. Yep. These are British. That's OPM in Ceylon now. British Empire. They must be rebased in Dublin or something. There's nothing interesting for these dudes to do. Maybe do what? Some convoy riding or something. We are so overpowered now. Let's do search and destroy over there. Looks like we are advancing. Good, very good. Let's do another arrow. Sure. That's exactly what I want you to do. I cannot extend the front over here. Whatever. Getting closer and closer to this VP. Pretty much everyone in the Comintern has surrendered. I'm gonna convert all these dudes, at least most of them, to cavalry. Hello Tip, welcome. Yes, I still didn't beat the Soviets. They are at 98 or something surrender progress, 97. But their end is they're about to be defeated. I already have strategic bomber, a strategic bomber, and fighters in place to bomb these. Just waiting. In 11 days they should be able to surrender. You should be able to make them surrender. Anyway, let's attach these guys to that headquarters. These guys capitulated, but they still kept their territory somehow. Or the Japanese took it back, whatever. That's also possible. By the way, Tip, since you apparently joined the stream only now, I've noticed it that the AI in this game also falls asleep, just like in EU4. So, some of those moments of where my frustration went through the roof, because they were doing nothing despite the arrows, the game just required a restart, and I didn't know that. So, there's that too. Of course, this is something different. This is just the lack of an arrow. And of course, bad coding too. Because this is beyond retarded. Seeing 4 divisions or 50 divisions sometime just idle. What I was talking about is, despite having an arrow, they still remained passive and do nothing. Whenever that happens, simply restart the game. Come on, let's speed this up a bit. Could go after Saudi Arabia. But before I start other operations, I just want to make sure every single port is protected. Just waiting for that nuke. Here we go. I still don't have the fighters here in air superiority. Let's fix it. It's very confusing. Okay, we have air superiority. Let's bomb the shit out of them. There we go. And it looks like you're gonna be able to take all your stuff, which is surprising since they are at war with someone else. They're at war with the Axis. This is beautiful. So take all states. Take all states. And take all states. I don't think I make a mistake. Nope. Let's have a look at Luxembourg now. Very fitting, just like in the history books. Somehow the Iran is still alive. Yeah, because these guys are in the Axis. Anyway. Crap, I muted the mic. Sorry. Shit. Did I actually speak during the... Did you guys hear me during the peace treaty with the Soviets? I needed to adjust my... Unbelievable. Thanks, Steve. I needed to adjust my headset. So yeah, I was not expecting. Whatever. I really need a better microphone. It's not the microphone's fault that I muted it. It's the kind of microphone that I'm using that forces me to mute it. Anyway, we need to take care of Ireland first before we send the fleet to Japan. A good call to send destroyers to Singapore. Hopper, but we need to finish off Ireland. And I'm very curious to know how 200 destroyers do against the Japanese. Opera is saying, are you sure you can take on Ireland? They're pretty tough. Well, I'm not sure. I still have the limit of 10 divisions. So you might actually have a point. Hello Micah, Sec 456. Thanks, Micahs. Greetings from Portugal too. Okay, so we're going after the Japanese, kick them out of China. Defeat Free India. Then ignore them. Then ignore them pretty much until we defeat the United States and take over this continent and South Africa. That's the plan. Don't know if I'm gonna be able to conquer everyone before the end of 1948, before the end of 1947. Okay, this is silly. I had some troops here, not any longer. They don't have the range to para-drop me, but still. You have a point. Oper is asking if I can nuke the US from British Columbia. Yeah, I can. At least I would if I had an airbase here. Let's work on that. Let's work on that. Since I need to... My original plan called for an invasion of South America, Central America, and then the US, but we now can do the opposite because I did better than I was expecting against the Allies. So I ended up annexing them, annexing the UK, and took over these. We probably have no support whatsoever in this area. We do, because we are not at war with the US. But if we were at war with the US, we would not have any supply over here. I'm gonna build up the infrastructure. Maybe build another airbase. And a port. This is of course gonna delay the nuclear program. Which is something that I don't want. Scrap that. My reasoning is I don't know if 2000 aircraft over here are gonna be enough to give me air superiority over the US. And I don't wanna declare war just to find out that I can't have air supremacy, air superiority, to be able to bomb them, This is my first playthrough. I don't know any of these things. Let's at the very least... Oops, I don't want anti-aircraft, that was a mistake. Let's at the very least build up the ports and the airbase over here before we attack the US. Okay, we need to set up factories now, because all of this stuff that was damaged is gonna come online. We also don't need to trade as much as before, almost for sure, but we'll see in a moment. Our manpower is at 0. Let's fix it. This is why I have these 1000 airplanes over here. We captured some equipment. I wish I could get rid of all the stuff that I don't want or need. They're just cluttering.